Hey judges, this is the workout brief for Wednesday the 12th of August. We're going to start off by doing 3 rounds of 10 wrist push-ups and 10 fin push-ups. So these can be done in lots of different positions depending on what your capacity is with it. You can even do it standing up against the wall. But if you're on the ground, the goal would be to keep your shoulder over your hands. So you would scale it by moving your knees, but try to never move your shoulders. I'll show you what I mean. So the wrist push-up, I'm going to have my hand underneath my shoulders like I said, fingers nice and spread. Where my calluses develop, I'm going to try and keep that on the ground, and then I'm going to lift up to this position and back down. So to make this harder, I would shift my knees back like that, and it's going to put more weight into my hands. What I would never do though is shift my knees back and then shift my shoulders back. So I don't want this angle with the arm. That goes to the next movement as well, the fin push-up. So I'm in this position here, palms are open, and then from there I'm going to go all the way down and then come back up. Now again, make it harder, go knees back, but what I wouldn't want to do is then lean back again, okay? So this one's quite aggressive, so if you need to take it to the wall because you're new to this, or it's really quite hard, you could be careful with my window, be in this position here, and then press off, okay? Awesome. After that, we've got 3 rounds of 5-inch worms, so you're going to roll down, touch the toes, walk the hands out as far as you possibly can, and then walk them back and roll back up 1 vertebra at a time, and then 5 tabletop raises with a 3-second hold. Fingers are out to the side, and then from there you're going to push and open the hips and squeeze the chest, hold and back down. Gymnastics program today is handstands and toes to bar. So 14 minutes of switching leg handstands and the lying leg raises. Please watch the associated YouTube with that to get that program in. Now, Metcon today, 12 is the theme. 12-minute AMRAP, 12 straight arm burpees, 12 single arm overhead lunges. You're going to do 6 on each arm in every set, alternating legs every repetition. So I'll give you, that sounded confusing, but I'll make sure that I make this happen. So the straight arm burpee, this isn't necessarily easier. It's faster, but it's not easier. So the goal would be to jump down into a plank and then jump back. You could still step this like a regular sort of scaler for a burpee. And if you do that, just alternate the feet that you're stepping with. So still the same standard at the top of getting nice and tall and reaching hands above head. Okay, so the single arm overhead lunges, you're going to grab your object, dumbbell, kettlebell, or bag of rice. I'm pretty sure this is open too, so I need to be careful with this. You're going to have it over your head. Every repetition, you are going to alternate the foot that you lunge with, and after the 6th repetition, you would change hands. Okay? My advice would be to start on your weaker arm, and that way, just as you get a little bit more fatigued, you're moving towards your stronger arm if you have one. So a 12-minute AMRAP for this, I reckon you'd be looking at somewhere between 1.5 to 2 minutes around. Some of you'd be able to go faster than that. So really take it out the gates hard and try to keep moving on the burpees. We're going to warm up with 3 rounds of 6 single arm burpees and 3 single arm overhead lunges on each side. Okay? To recover today for the spine, we're going to do 2 minutes of Tai Chi twists, 2 minutes of child pose, and 2 minutes of upward dog cobra. Okay, so Tai Chi twist, just trying to be nice and loose with the arms, spinning from the spine. I like to think about starting the twist here and then trying to rotate up the spine as I twist. So everything's sort of following each other one by one. You can make that quite aggressive. Child's pose, so tuck my feet underneath, hips go to my butt, and then reach forward. And then if you're like me, quite tight through here, you should really try to think about trying to get your thighs to your tummy and really compressing, and then reaching out in front. And that way you're getting sort of the dual function of opening up the shoulders, but also working on some compression at the hip. And then 2 minutes of upward dog and cobra. So in this position here, and then reaching down into cobra. So I'm just trying to move my hips up and down. And you do maybe a bit slower and a little bit more mindful than I just sort of showed you, but you'll be able to get that certainly after the Metcon. You'll be feeling like slow is good for that movement. All right, team, enjoy your Wednesday.